Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by Burkins Chevrolet. If you're from GA or FLA, you should be driving a Burkins Chevrolet. Come on.
Hit it.
I want to rock, and I want to rock right now. How long until that insufferable Gloria tune goes away from my consciousness?
That's a good question.
Damn you, St. Louis Blues. Damn you. That is an awful song. What has happened? Oh, it's killing me. They call me Gloria, Gloria. No one knows the lyrics, Gloria. Well, we all scream Gloria.
Has anyone even ever really known the lyrics to that song?
I mean, what, are we coming after somebody? Is that in there somewhere? All right, time to break down the lyrics. This is perfect. This will keep it in my head another week. What an awful song to be your victory. This is how the Blues are going to be remembered. You are going to regret this, Blues. Okay, Gloria. Always on the run now.
Okay.
She's a runner. Running after somebody. She's a DB. You got to get them somehow. I think you got to slow down. Or you start to blow it? Is that what she said?
You're headed for a breakdown.
That's
oh, no.
for sure.
So, yeah, keep it inside.
There we go.
Conceal, don't feel.
What an awful.
It's an awful song.
Awful tune.
Awful song.
But you know who?
Awful team from an awful city.
Maybe we should all like give a little. I wouldn't go that far. St. Louis is the gateway to the West. And I don't really feel sorry for these people per se, but you know, as part of my email box, I get a lot of promotional stuff, right? Like, so when someone wins a championship, you know, like the SI, you know, telling me all about their commemorative edition, I'll get in my email box because they think somehow that we're going to suddenly talk about it.
You're pretty hyped. You got to get it.
So I've got this, you know, and I get anytime there's any kind of title or anything won, I'll always get an email from lids.com, you know, the hat place at the mall, Lids. And I just thought to myself, it's been a bad week for Lids. Huh? Something tells me lids.com's internet traffic ain't going to be so heavy with the Toronto Raptors lifting the trophy.
Outside of like the greater St. Louis area and the greater Toronto area.
Yeah, even the Blues. Now, maybe somebody can latch onto that, but really no one outside probably of Missouri. So, little nod of deference to lids.com. It's been a tough week.
Shout out to Lids. Hefe.
Yes, sir.
As you mentioned, the Raptors last night win the NBA title. Kawhi certainly sounded like a guy who's got one foot out the door, which sort of was expected. So, you know, do you think it's as inevitable as people believe that he's gone for L.A., whether it's purple and gold or red, white, and blue?
Dude literally said after the game, well, this should be a good springboard for the Raptors. Like he's a reporter there. Let's go to Kawhi. Kawhi, what do you make of the Raptors? Well, they got a great performance out of Kawhi Leonard, but it's going to be tough for them next year when Kawhi leaves. No, yeah, Kawhi's gone, man. He took the trade. Give him credit. Give him credit for playing hard and lifting a sorry sack Toronto Raptors team, because that's what they are. I'm not impressed with runs to the NBA Conference Finals appearances are worthless, dude. Come on. NBA Conference Finals appearances are full of flare-up teams that do it every once in a while. It's like, you know, no one remembers the entire Final Four. They just remember the champion. Like, you take so much joy in getting to the Final Four, but 7 years later, no one remembers who was in the Final Four.
Well, and how many franchises have had like 3-4 year windows where they've kind of stalled out because they're clinging to the hope of that conference final appearance from 3 years ago?
Yeah, or
we can just recapture the magic.
Or if we just keep doing it, it'll work for us 1 year. So I would credit the Raptors for going and getting Kawhi Leonard. But yeah, he was a mercenary, man. He's one and done, and I think that he'll go to Southern California. I think he will. I'm curious to see if LeBron James will have a little bit more luck in free agency this time around, because now there is an apparent need for help. You know, LeBron didn't need help other places. He had supplemental positions. LeBron learned he's not enough anymore.
Well, I think that's why people think it's so imperative for the Lakers to get this deal for Anthony Davis done sooner rather than later.
Sounds like they're botching that.
It looks a lot sexier as a landing spot for a free agent if it's LeBron and AD that you're joining.
Oh, man. LeBron, AD, and Kawhi, there's your NBA champion next year if that happens.
Jeff, yesterday, round one at Pebbles in the books.
Yeah, also I want one more NBA observation in terms of Kawhi. I know Steph Curry's won MVPs, and he's the flashy and the super shooter, and Kawhi is just a quiet guy going through life. Never shows up in the regular season MVP voting. He's been Finals MVP for 2 different conferences. No one's ever done that. 2 different teams, only 2 other people have done that. Steph Curry, it should be noted, with his team down 1, wide open look from 3, could knock it down when it mattered. The one criticism I have of the Warriors, they're incredible vultures. They always have been. If they get ahead of you, they will keep banging down threes like nobody's business, and they'll turn a 3-point lead into a 20-point win real quick. But, again, last night with the money on the table and they need their superstar to come through, you got to knock down that shot, man. Golden State, there's a game 7. If Steph Curry, who we just fall at the feet of and worship as a shooter, can knock down an open shot. And by the way, in the last 20 seconds now, clutch time, playoff, Steph Curry with his team trailing, a chance to go ahead, 0 for 8.
Yeah, it's not good.
For what it's worth.
It's not a great look. Speaking of, Kevin Durant, probably gone. Klay Thompson, either way, won't play next year. Klay Thompson blew out his ACL in this game.
Yeah, 30 points. That was devastating too.
In all likelihood, won't play next year. If he does, it would be very late in the season. So the Warriors going into next year, they'll have Steph, they'll still have Draymond Green, they'll still have a lot of those pieces, but it'll be a very different looking team. That being said, Draymond Green said would be, quote, not smart to think their run is over, but
it's over. Yeah, 100%. Here's the bad news. The guy who just beat you is coming to the West. So you're not beating his team, right? With Kawhi goes to the Clippers or the Lakers, Golden State is not the Clippers they almost beat them. Took them 6 and won a game in Golden State in this year's playoffs.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's over. I mean, I get it. What are you going to say? No, you're proud, and they're good. They're all-star players, but with no Klay and no Kevin Durant, no, they're not beating Kawhi or, maybe James Harden or maybe others. Listen, I'm telling you who my favorite is in the West. Whoever signs Kawhi Leonard. Wake up, America. Smell the coffee.
Maybe the Vegas odds makers think that's the Lakers because after Golden State at plus 350, the next best odds to win the NBA title are the Lakers.
Yeah, that's just Vegas, attacking the visible, right? Yeah, they always somehow certain teams there's always a lot more house money on than others.
Round 1 at Pebble complete yesterday, Jeff. A course record tying 65.
Yeah,
for Justin Rose. Obviously, Pebble very favorable in round 1 yesterday, but I know you suspect it will not remain that way throughout the week.
Oh, well, the conditions will get tougher because it's not going to rain anymore and it's going to get dry. And Pebble is one of the USGA sites for the U.S. Open where they actually, have a smart plan. They gradually get the course tougher from Thursday to Sunday rather than starting at its maximum toughest on Thursday and it becomes unplayable by Sunday. And too many other U.S. Open courses have made that mistake. So, Justin Rose, the round of the day yesterday, doesn't concern me that he went 6 under. That doesn't bother me. Now, I am disappointing, though, with the difficulty in the scoring yesterday. It was too easy. We had too many guys 4 or 5 under par, 3 under par. It was not typical U.S. Open scoring, so they better bank on it becoming more difficult. It is what golf fans expect out of this event.
What about Tiger's round? Are you encouraged?
Well, he didn't play good. So from that standpoint, no. But I would be encouraged from the standpoint he got about the best score he could out of a round where he did not hit the ball well.
Right.
I mean, for instance, Tiger had a hole where he shanked it over the green out of the sand trap and then ended up making about a 40-foot putt to save par. He made a long birdie putt on a par 3. He rolled in some long putts that you can't count on making every time. But his ball striking was pretty sketchy, I thought.
So, I mean, I know you said this earlier in the show. You feel like when we're back Monday, that
I don't think it'll be double digits.
The final score will be about like it is now.
They made
6, 7, 8 under.
I think so. And I could be wrong, but I know that, although sometimes you can't stop that power once it gets in motion. Brooks Koepka was 15 under at the Open a couple of years ago. Tiger was 12 under the year he won in record fashion at Pebble in 2000. So I shouldn't be so quick to discount the possibility of double digit, but I trust the folks at Pebble and their experience in toughening a course more than some of these other U.S. Open sites in recent memory.
Right, exactly. Forgotten holiday.
Father's Day is
Sunday.
this weekend. Yeah, it is the
Jeff,
Forgotten holiday.
Big plans?
No, not really. I'm going to, like I said, I've been sitting here talking about how awesome primetime golf is, and it will be tonight and tomorrow night. But then I realized, well, my Father's Day tradition typically is I go watch the U.S. Open with my dad and my brother. Sometimes my boys will come. And now I realize that, well, to do that this Sunday, I mean, the daggum thing's not going to end till 10:30 at night. But I will, in some form or fashion, head down to my pop's house, and we'll hang out on Sunday, watch sports.
Dial in for the golf. Enjoy it.
Maybe we get a Braves game on. I don't know what that looks like on Sunday.
Oh.
Braves have a big series this weekend with the Phillies.
Braves are hot right now.
Yeah, they won 7 in a row.
And you've got Keuchel coming.
Keuchel's coming. Yeah, the worm has turned on this Braves season, and it's smooth sailing from here on out.
It's a good time for you to be a Braves fan.
I love.
That's for sure.
I just love the manic polarization that the Braves bring me. I am just all over the place. They'll lose 4 in a row here in the next month, and
You'll kill them.
I'll proclaim them dead. And it was just fool's gold that we fell in love with earlier in the season. But the simple fact is that I do believe that top to bottom in the National League, they have the best lineup outside of the Dodgers.
By the way, this should work out nicely for you, Jeff. Sunday on the Forgotten Holiday, you got a 121st pitch with Fulte on the mound, so you can just kind of dial in, go back and forth between the Braves and the golf for the early action.
The problem, though, is that I need that game to go like TBS or something, because if I go at my parents', I won't have the extra innings.
Yeah, that's right.
So I got that working against me.
Kicking the giblets.
What I may have to do, to be honest with you, is I'll go to church. I'll get churched up on Sunday morning, and then I'll come home and I'll probably watch the Braves and then go down and watch the golf.
So I'll be there for dinner, Pops.
Thank you for setting my plans for me, Beef. I now have a plan.
I'm here for you, friend.
Thank you.
That's what I do.
We're here for you. We remember the Forgotten Holiday, so I'm hoping one of you dads collect today's prize pack. It'll go to caller number 4. Beef, tell them what they're going to win, and as you organize that, I'll tell you when we come back. It looks like the NFL is ready to push a plan on new replay rules. We will dive into that. Let's hear from Doug Marrone and his main hope for this 6-week absence for his football team that is now gone and won't come back until training camp. It's an All-American Friday, brought to you by All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. They are the A-Team, one of the fastest-growing companies on the Eastern Seaboard, and a well-respected and trusted J.B. Coxwell company. Go to all-americanrolloff.com.
Yeah, call number 4 right now at 641-1010. We won't forget the Forgotten Holiday. You'll get a Father's Day prize pack, part of the Father's Day gift guide at 1010XL.com. Get those last-minute gift ideas at 1010XL.com right now. Caller number 4 at 641-1010 is going to take home a $25 gift card to Edwin Watts, a voucher for the 18-hole simulator with TrackMan and a beer from Coastal Indoor Golf, a $25 gift card from Shooters of Jacksonville, plus a $25 gift certificate to Woodcraft. All of that to call number 4 right now, 641-1010.